Hey everybody. So you've all seen, I'm sure you have all seen the video of the Ottawa police forces pretty much running over an elderly woman. Now, here's what the Ottawa police chief is having to say about it. Ottawa police chief says the live video of the elderly woman being trampled by a police force is specific demonstration of misinformation. So is a specific demonstration of misinformation. So he's calling it misinformation. Now just listen to what he's got to say. See if I can get it to, okay. Hang on a sec.
Yeah, we've been pretty clear from the beginning. We're actually not going to discuss the tactics we use. One of the things that you've seen that we've been engaged in is we're monitoring. We've learned from previous protests and demonstrations. We're monitoring the coverage. One of the tactics that the protesters and demonstrators are using is misinformation, information that is inaccurate, information that misleads the public. We're actively tweeting and providing information out through social media and other media mechanisms in order to be able to try and get accurate, factual information around what is going on within the protest without actually divulging.
Okay, I'm going to back this up because the volume was down.
Yeah, we've been pretty clear from the beginning. We're actually not going to discuss the tactics we use. One of the things that you've seen that we've been engaged in is we're monitoring. We've learned from previous protests and demonstrations. We're monitoring the coverage. One of the tactics that the protesters and demonstrators are using is misinformation, information that is inaccurate, information that misleads the public. We're actively tweeting and providing information out through social media and other media mechanisms in order to be able to try and get accurate, factual information around what is going on within the protest without actually divulging any police tactics.
And just speaking of conflicting reports, yesterday there were a lot of them when it came to the case where the police horse entered the crowd. Ottawa police had said that a bicycle was thrown at the feet of a horse, but there are conflicting reports online about that. Can you specifically tell us what happened and what happened to the civilian and the horse?
So thank you. When you talk about misinformation, that's specifically one of the demonstrations for us of that. What happened is the crowd was escalating around the police. There was tension that was continuing to escalate between our public order unit members and the demonstrators on the line that was resulting in increased aggression by the demonstrators. Members of the mounted public order unit rode through the crowd that created separation and lowered the temperature and circumstances that existed there so as not to escalate force. Almost immediately there was tweets, there was pictures that had been photoshopped out on social media that indicated people had died as a result of that. The horses had run over somebody with a walker in the crowd. What I can indicate is there was two members of the protesters who did collide with the horses. They fell down. They immediately got back up and started to again engage in their protest and demonstration activity. That is one of the circumstances where, as we monitor, we're identifying this information and as quickly as we can providing accurate, real information about what is occurring on the ground.
Sorry, but was a bike actually thrown at a horse? Because there are images online that perhaps it was someone else's electronic wheelchair.
So we'll have to get more specific information on that for you, and I'll be able to provide more in coming days.
So I'm not going to pass an opinion on this. I'm sure there will be, considering this, she's actually an Indigenous woman. I'm sure the Indigenous community is going to be upset over this. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. And I'm not going to pass an opinion on it, but I'm guessing most of you will figure out what my opinion on it is. But I'm not going to pass an opinion because I'm on YouTube and whatnot all. But as I said, it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. Because you know what, some of the things that's happened, and you've all seen the videos, things that's happened at the protests, it's going to be an interesting few months when all of this starts to really unfold. Okay, guys, so I'm out, and if you made it this far, thanks for watching me, and also appreciate the likes and views and whatnot on the channel. So the content's not mine. I'm using other people's content. So just to let you know that, but I don't have this channel monetized. I'm not making any money off it or anything like that. Basically all I'm doing is sharing information. So I find it better to, rather than share somebody's YouTube video, say to Facebook, it's better for me to upload it, upload their videos, and I normally give out credit, but since this information is valuable right now, and most of the content creators, you know, the ones that have risked their lives on the front line, if you will, they don't mind having their videos, you know, copied and shared to other platforms. So just thought I'd let you know that I'm not into this for money. It's all about sharing information. Also, I've got these videos that I have put out stored on my computer for the future. Okay, guys, so I'm out. Thanks,